Welcome back to Transformers Rescue Bots Academy Season 2. Today we're taking a look at Episode 12, Power Up and Energize. In this episode, the recruits all gain brand new tools thanks to the Sparksayer, a Cybertronian artifact that they recovered from the Vault of the Primes in the previous episode. While researching this episode, I learned that the phrase Power Up and Energize actually comes from the previous Rescue Bots show, where the original Rescue Bots all received their own unique tools. So that's a pretty cool carryover from the previous series.
Okay, I definitely gotta get me one of those.
First off, it's pretty cool that Percy appears once again in the show. I'm glad they didn't just shuffle him off screen somewhere, but he does seem to play an active role at the Academy. Hoist is the first to use the Sparksayer, I guess because he helped find the ship which the vault was in the first place, and probably because he's the one who's always inventing and tinkering with things. So if any of the recruits could use a new tool, it'd be him. Hoist gets a plasma cutter, which is basically a big old laser cannon.
It did, or rather read your spark, which when you think about it...
I both like and am kind of disappointed that Medic starts explaining how a Transformer spark is the same thing as their mind, but gets quickly cut off. I guess they didn't want to get too deep into Transformers lore. Maddox gets a magnetic power projector, which basically means that he now has magneto powers. It's also funny how it's his Uncle Ratchet standing behind him who tells him that, when in Transformers Animated, the Ratchet in that show had magnetic powers as well. I know it's a different Ratchet, but I wonder if this was some kind of purposeful nod or just kind of a coincidence. Next up is Whirl, who gets a polyvisor, which basically gives her a bunch of vision enhancements. Kind of like the Predator from the Predator movies, or Samus Aran from the Metroid Prime games. Although I think the most apt comparison would be Batman's detective mode from the Batman Arkham games. Considering, she's a police bot, detective mode, you get it. I also love that Hoist gets embarrassed when Whirl scans him, as if she's seeing him in his underwear or something. Do Transformers even have underwear? Next we have Wedge, who gets an auger. Yeah, it's just an auger. Not some fancy sci-fi tool, just an auger. Now if the Rescue Bot recruits ever want to go ice fishing, I guess they just have to remember to bring Wedge along. And finally, we have Hotshot, who gets a combi cannon. So yeah, Hotshot gets yet another cannon, but at least this one does more than just squirt water.
Oh, that's not right. Oh, so I'm a glorified glue gun. Yay!
Come on, Hotshot. Last season you were a glorified garden hose, now you're a glorified glue gun? At least your new cannon gives you more versatility in rescue missions, and it can make more than just glue. Also, I'm not sure if this is a deliberate homage or a missed opportunity, but Hotshot having a big cannon that pops out of his back reminds me of the original Hotshot, and how his axle could turn into a giant cannon when he power linked with his Minicon Jolt in Transformers Armada. In fact, all these new tools kind of feel like they could be toy gimmicks unlocked by Minicons. If this show had Minicons like Transformers Armada, instead of being Rescue Bots Academy, where the recruits are almost like Minicons themselves. But the fact that Hotshot's new combi cannon is just a new thing that appears from nowhere, instead of transforming out of his wheel axle like his predecessor, feels like a missed opportunity to not only homage the original Hotshot, but also make the design of his new tool make more sense. Also, this new combi cannon of his totally reminds me of Mixmaster from the Constructicons, who I believe had a similar power in G1.
Okay, let's mix up some H2SO4 with, was that HCl with, I know! I'll combine some of each of the stronger acids.
To activate them, you use the phrase, Power Up and Energize.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Your wish is my command, Wedge. So the recruits complete a new rescue sim to practice with their new tools.
Syrup and soda. Combine!
It's too bad Hotshot can't make jam with his new combi cannon. Or can he? Also, the way Chuck is dressed up in his cute little businessman outfit in this episode totally reminds me of something, but I can't for the life of me remember who or from what. We see Wedge playing with his new auger, and I do mean play, because he just seems to be digging random stuff with it. He's already drilled out a brick wall, and now he's doing the same to some boxes? So Hotshot gets Wedge to trade tools with him, but once they have a real rescue mission, they realize that their tools won't work for each other and have to trade back. I couldn't help but notice how amazingly well the lava was animated in this scene as it flows down the channel. Seriously, why does it look so good compared to the rest of the show? This looks like it was all hand animated. I'm stunned at how good this looks. Bravo. So the recruits saved the day, as always, and now Hotshot loves his new combi cannon. This was a great episode. I really enjoyed seeing what new tools the recruits got and them putting them to the test. Now this makes me wonder, if I was a Rescue Bot recruit, what new tool would the Sparksayer and my Spark pick for me? Maybe some kind of extending energon platform. One that could be used to cross gaps, or be used as a ladder, or as a shield. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and do all that other fun stuff. And join me next time where we'll be checking out Season 2, Episode 13, Wild Ghost Chase.